Alright, so we're actually back doing more tier lists again. I haven't done a tier list in a while actually, so I actually kind of miss doing some tier lists again. I was actually planning to do everyone today, but I don't really like doing that because that's so much information going on in my head that I just don't understand anymore. And of course, a reminder, this is only my opinion. If you have different opinions, that's completely fine. We all have different ranks, and I also play on PC, you could be playing on console, so it could be different for everyone. I'm just sharing my opinion basically. Starting off with KirbZM, I would actually, you know what, I would put him in the middle for now. KirbZM and Ray are probably my favorite pocket healer. Even if they have Cauterize, if you have Marked on, it's so hard for you to die if the KirbZM is really good. The only thing that I don't like about KirbZM is his ultimate. Everything else about KirbZM I actually really like. Maybe if they made his ultimate to be, if his ultimate can do damage and also healing at the same time. I mean, that could also just be like a talent, because I feel like that's actually really useful for his ultimate. Everything else I really like about KirbZM though. Furia, I would honestly put Furia in A tier. Everything about Furia, everything is really good. Obviously, you can counter her beam with resilience, but that doesn't matter that much because her ultimate is really good. Her healing is really good in the early game, but it's gonna drop down a little bit in the late game. But that doesn't matter that much because Furia can do a lot of damage in the late game. And that's why I think Furia is actually really good. She's basically like a hybrid. She can do damage and also healing at the same time. Grog. Grog actually used to be like very strong, but they nerf Grog so much, I honestly think I would put him in D now. There's definitely better options out there than Grog. This doesn't mean that you cannot play healer Grog. It can still work, but if you actually think about it, there's better options out there. Like, would you actually rather use Grog than Furia, for example? And for example, Ceres can just heal so much and so much easier. I honestly think Grog is one of the worst healers right now. Grover, this is like easy A+ tier or like S tier. I would put him in the S tier though. He's definitely one of the best supports right now, I would say. If your team is always grouping up, you will always heal them, and then your ultimate, you can literally save someone really easily, and yourself. Every single one of your team can be really low, and then just a pop of your ultimate and everyone is full health again. His best talent, Deep Roots, got nerfed, but that doesn't mean he's not good anymore. He's still really good. Okay, so Io. I would put Io like maybe in good. There's really no reason for you to play Io. Like, the only reason for you to play Io is her healing. Everything else about Io is kinda meh, I'll be honest. Her pet is just, you know, it's kinda RNG. You don't know when that pet is gonna stun, and her ultimate is probably the worst ultimate in the game, but that's basically her saving grace. Her healing is pretty much everything. I guess if you run lifelink, she can be a little bit more useful because of her pet. Her ultimate can save her sometimes, but it's very situational. Janos. If we're talking about damage Janos, I would honestly put that in S tier or A tier, but if we're talking about healer Janos, I would say it's still like around A or B. But Janos got buff. His luminary talent actually got buff. I want to put him so bad in A because of that buff for him. You know what, for now I will keep him in A tier. He might be in B tier though, but that buff for luminary is actually really big for me. Maldamba, dude, if you know how to play Damba really well, that's an easy S tier, dude. If you're a really good Damba player, no one can stop you. You have everything with Damba. I would honestly main Damba, but I'm just not good as Damba. Damba has everything. You can do damage, you can stun, you can heal. Yeah, your escape is actually not bad. Your ultimate is also really good. Everything about Damba is just really good. If I see a good Damba player in my team, it's GG. We won this game. And I would honestly say Damba is the best support right now if you know how to play him properly. Pip, I'm sorry, Pip. I'm gonna put you in C tier. I'm not gonna lie though, Pip can actually heal decently. His healing is actually not bad, but the problem with Pip is basically, it's also kind of like Maldamba with, like, you know, you need to master them a little bit for them to actually be really good. But let's just say you master Pip and Maldamba. Would you really want to play Pip? You would go for Damba. Like, why would you want to go for Pip? If we're talking about like really good Pip players, I could even put them like in low A tier, possibly even in high B tier. But there's really just no point trying to master Pip because there's Damba over here is really good. And if they have max Cauterize, you're kind of screwed with Pip. Ceres. Now, Ceres is actually kind of, I actually have no idea where to put Ceres because Ceres can actually heal really good. But the problem with Ceres, like, she's only a heal bot basically. She's a heal bot. Like, if they have max Cauterize, she's basically screwed because she doesn't do that much damage. If you're like below gold or something, maybe she's like maybe even in strong actually. But if you're talking about like, I guess platinum and higher, she can be countered really easily. Damage Ceres is different though, but healer Ceres, you know what, I would put her in good. If you can end the game really fast, Ceres can be really good, but if it's like in the late game, she's gonna drop down like a lot. It's the same with Ying. Ying is really good in the early game, but late game, she's kinda dropping out a little bit as well. I mean, let's be honest, all of these guys will fall off in the late game, but Fira can do damage, Grover can still do damage, Dammer can still stun, but these guys over here, if it's the late game, it's kinda screwed. You know what, I'll put Ying in the A tier for now, but I honestly think she's like around B tier, but I'll put her in A tier for now. I've been playing a lot of Ray actually, and I honestly think she's really good. I'm not even kidding. I honestly think she's really good. If we're talking about fully support Ray, I honestly think she's like decent, maybe even in good. But if you play Ray as a hybrid, I really think she's A. I've been grinding her this past days actually, and every time I play hybrid Ray, it's just so good. Yes, she will fall off in the late game. Her healing is not that good in the late game, but you can do so much damage and your ultimate is so useful. And I think I'm actually gonna drop down Ying. I actually think, even as a Ying main, I don't think she's that good in the late game. So guys, do you guys agree with my tier list? Comment down below if you guys agree with me or not. And of course, just a reminder, this is only my opinion, so don't take it personally. Well, that's it for today guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. See ya!